10 seconds. 5 seconds. It's Radiant's turn to pick. Ten seconds. It's Dire's turn to pick.
I speak for the trees.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Dire should pick now. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. It's Radiant's pick.
Quick.
10 seconds. What's Radiant's ban plan anyway?
Blackwork.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Just who will die? 10 seconds. 5 seconds. It's Dire's turn to pick. It's Radiant's pick.
Lord Druid. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Dire should pick now.
10 seconds.
5 seconds. It's Radiant's turn to pick.
Silent.
10 seconds.
5 seconds. It's Dire's turn.
Points away.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. It's Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds. It's Radiant's turn to pick. Dire should pick now.
Morphling.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds. Choose your hero.
Ten seconds now. 5 seconds.
Feed the tree machine. Yes.
Prepare for battle.
Bow to your knees. Oops.
See you later, nerd.
Coming through! What the?
Seconds.
Esto más que nada son para dos cosas, ¿no? Para matar a los
On what's going to happen. And for Zoomers, 2-0 for them means they're top of the group. So they would love to be in a situation like that.
Yeah, they've got a lot of momentum, so they're super looking to seal the deal here. And I also know that there's a bit of like a friendship rivalry between these two teams. These are all very friendly players. Husky and Moo duo queued together for half a year, something like that. Like they were like the stack to duo against. So these guys know each other really well.
Stopped you.
Gunner's bot, he has no items other than just a QB.
Yeah, interesting. And he was the one who got the 2 shared tangos. And MP's actually here bottom. That was one of the things I was kind of wondering about. Like, where were you going to place him?
Radiant's courier is dead.
Oh, he snipes a courier, snaking. With the boots and the ward directly behind the tower. Not expecting that on the side of Zoomers.
This already feels like a lot of pressure. You are playing, you know, aggressive try against these 2 heroes that I seem to not be able to do too much in this situation for the moment. And one of the things that I like from the Visage early on is really just the damage you can output and how aggressive you can play, especially with a little bit of help. Like Rubik comes in, Fade Bolt, Dual Breath, like you're really doing a lot here. That might feel pretty uncomfortable for Gunnar and the rest.
Yeah, I mean, Visage is one of the best tri-laners. Like, this is just the nature of Soul Assumption. You get damage in this ability depending on the damage your teammates and enemies take around you. And if there's 6 heroes in the lane, so there's constantly going to be damage. This hero loves being in a scenario like this. This is one of the often forgotten things about Visage, because usually when people play it as a core these days, it's like a mid Visage. It's like a carry Visage, you know? It's not this tri-v-tri, but this hero used to be the king of tri-lanes. Cool to see them bringing it back. Ocean gets a D-ward. How are these other lanes going?
Radiant's courier.
Been really wishing to see the Visage
Radiant's top tower is under
Visage
attack.
Grimstroke combination. But, the only team I've seen do that is Ehome. They bring over Husky, so they're looking to play aggressively, swashbuckle in, Rubik backing off. Snaky's already got boots, so it's not exactly that easy for them to catch him as the telekinesis comes in on the Husky. The damage is out. They've got Soul Assumption again for the first one.
See how quickly he gets those damage stacks on Envy? It's like, as long as he's playing with mangoes in his inventory and just some regen, he's gonna have tons of damage. This lane, it's so hard to output the damage of a Visage. It just, the math just doesn't work out for you.
So other lane's pretty quiet, not really too much of a surprise. Monkeys Forever against Brax 1v1. Really doesn't look like much is going to happen there unless there's a rotation. Of course, they do have the Nature's Prophet to rotate when he's got teleportation. And he's going back towards bottom. They want to make an aggressive play once again. Soul Assumption stops that south. Battery Assault, but so far back for Ocean. Gunner's in a lot of trouble. Telekinesis, the damage coming in. There's the Dual Breath. Doesn't have the mana for another Soul Assumption. Meanwhile, oh, they do get the kill on Gunner. I don't know why I said meanwhile. We're looking right at it.
I mean, he just, he jumped away and thought he would be fine, so. Not expecting the massive amount of damage that comes in with Jakiro. Level 2 Dual Breath. Level 1 Liquid Fire. I never understood why this ability scales by only 5 mana at level 1 and doubles the damage. And then it just all of a sudden scales by 15 mana at the other levels. Like, that just seems so arbitrary. Oh, just way better at level 2 for no reason. Oh, cool. Very cool.
Dire don't look too scared.
Move 21-6 so far, 23-8 for Monkeys Forever in the off lane. And, you know, the bottom lane's been a little bit rough so far for 4 Zoomers, but certainly a lot you can do here if you get a quick 6 on the Death Prophet. I know Envy, when he plays the Prophet, gets that level 6, has that Exorcism, wants to make a move immediately. Like, I think he TPs to the off lane, just goes.
Wow. Oh, that hurts. That hurts to watch. He barely walked out of his Sandstorm there by accident. That was a... Okay, so he's having lag issues or something. I was gonna say that's, you know, not to make excuses for him, but that's not a typical thing you see Brax do. Like, you just know as a Sand King player, you don't walk out of Sandstorm or you die. That's just how it goes. Like, the cooldown on it is so long that you're gonna blame lag. You see, these guys are friends. Like, some other teams, maybe there'd be some saltiness, but these guys probably talk to Brax just about every day.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
I feel like it's, you know, if you can get the excuse in, why not use it?
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, swiping a bounty. Gonna swipe that bounty. Meanwhile, over here, Ocean, Soul Assumption, trying to run along. 5 health. Literally 5 health.
That raindrop, man. Thank Gaben. Thank you, Lord Gaben, for the blessing you have bestowed upon me today with this overpowered little item.
Shake and bake.
What?
Little shake and bake.
What? I don't get it.
You know, he bottles his way out, gets a little shake and bake in there.
I'm still not getting it. I don't know, dude. Is that something you put on chicken?
No. It's from Talladega Nights.
Is it?
Yeah, a little shake and bake.
I see. All I know is that's the breading that I put on my chicken sometimes.
I've never seen it as a bread. I am a big I'm a panko person.
Oh, we have panko too. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Shake and bake. Wow, I thought that was American.
Dual breath and the damage out onto Husky. Very much felt the disarm though onto the Jakiro as well as the Rubik. Quick TP away. Soul Assumption throwing a gunner once again, and Husky out of harm's way.
It's always the funniest thing on Nature's standing there taking it while you're just, you know, TPing out. Really sick.
Hoping you can get out of there.
Oh yeah. You got no stuns against you. Fine. Fear just gets his level 4 now. Should have it right here. Get that stun. Dude, the crazy dives. Man, Monkey's really punishing Brax.
He gets the kill and he's almost dead. Boy, God. Husky here in Ocean, Fear still needs to be careful.
Monkey's playing on edge here. So he gets a refill bottle. He put it on the ground so when Husky TP'd in, he could refill it. Monkey's just a madman.
He's still going. Level 4 in the Spirit Siphon, just walking and snaking, and now, I mean, full health. He just backs off. Axe is back, but how do you fight into that?
You know, I look at these side lanes going so poorly. Well, I shouldn't say side lanes. I look at this top lane going so poorly, and a lot of the time I think like, wow, this game is super favor the Zoomers because of this. But I have so much faith in Moo and Envy as players. Like I feel like with this business core lineup, you can shut one down and the other two will just pop off. Like you can never let your guard down if you're Zoomers. I mean, I obviously feel the same way about Zoomers. This is just the nature of having 3 incredibly good core players. You give players at this caliber an inch and they take a mile. That's just how it is. Moo really knows his timings too. Like this guy, I've seen so many games where it's on the feels like it's on the brink of destruction for the entire game, and then boom, Moo hits his timing. All of a sudden, they're wiping the floor of the enemy team. And he makes those callouts. I know he does. He's got a big voice on this team.
So like you said, you know, you give him an inch, they'll take a mile. But for all you people out there outside of the United States, you give him an inch, and they'll take 1.609 kilometers.
Centimeter. It's like a kilometer. Maybe even a gigameter. If you're not careful. Have you noticed they say that with like computer things, but not with meters? 1,000 kilometers. That's a gigameter, right? Am I crazy? 1,000 kilobytes is a gigabyte. 1,000 kilometers is a gigameter.
Isn't it 1,024 technically, or something like that?
Oh well, that's not fair. That's because operating systems are you know, bits and bytes. Well, it's 1 or 0. You know, it's like it's in 2s. It's bitwise or base 2 for all the math people out there. It's like base 2 1,000. You know what I mean?
I got it. Think.
If you can't root it by 2, then it gets real triggering in computers.
I mean, what? Your flight's 2,000 miles away. You're traveling 2 gigamiles.
Yeah. Why do people not say that? I don't get it.
Break time's over.
It's so arbitrary.
Definitely feels like something that like Elon Musk would use in like the Tesla goes 0.23 gigameters per second.
Absolutely. Then he'd get fired for insider trading because you're not supposed to tweet things like that as a CEO.
Double damage!
Oh wait, that already happened.
Hasn't gotten them yet.
Monkeys is... Anytime Monkeys gets a solo kill, I just see him be so annoying pressuring. he does not let up. See this? Like, just nuking.
Impressive ineptitude, really.
And he's got well, gold went to the Nature's Prophet, but he did grab a ward there, cleaning up the vision.
Husky's so happy about that. At least Monkeys gets the XP though. Something.
Envy going Helm of the Dominator first. So, you know, you could always get that Centaur stun with your familiar stuns.
Yeah, classic kills also just buffing up that familiar damage a little bit.
Sammy Boy, he went in far to try and kill Snake King, but Telekinesis lifts him up, throws him down onto the Nature's Prophet, so a bit of pressure, and they were really hoping to get that root on a Sammy Boy. They're still getting chased, though. They've got the dual breath. Just hoping.
They don't do anything to him, unfortunately. Like this, Sammy Boy is immortal until Brax gets a blink, unless he really messes up, and he knows that. Like that's exactly why Sammy's playing so incredibly aggressive. But Sand King is one of the better heroes versus the Morph because it's Ocean and Gunner. It's so
without, yeah, I guess Rolling Thunder that'll help you out. I was gonna say without the hook shot, I'm a bit surprised, but Envy was sitting level 5.
Yeah, and no boots on Envy, so.
Wow. Everybody putting their bounty on Envy. There it is.
Oh man, they talked about this.
A scan from Radiant.
I'm sure they did. All right, guys, let's trigger him. Who's the one that we can tilt? I don't know why these guys are putting this on me. Like,
I died once.
that wasn't even a good kill. Like, that timing doesn't matter.